Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. For the most part, parents in Barbados want their kids to take the 11 plus exam, and they want their kids to go to a school built by slaves. There's not going to be any shift in that. There's not going to be any shift in that way of thinking. Okay? They're going to push for their children to go to a school built by slaves, the ones who do not have the money to do the extra lessons. I've talked about this before, but the ones who don't have that extra money and the ones who are not educated enough to give their kids training and to help with their lessons and to help with their education at home after they're home from school, those kids may not go to one of the schools built by slaves. But for the most part, any parent that can afford to send their children to lessons, any parent who has the facility to teach their kids extra after they leave school, they want their kids to go to a school built by a slave. You cannot tell them about designated areas. You cannot tell them about, it's a 3-prong thing. And, you cannot tell them there's certain areas and there's certain things that you cannot. It doesn't work. It does not compute. They want their kids, even the ones that can't afford the lessons, even the ones that can't read and write, they will be really, really, really happy if their kid were to come home and say, yeah, I passed the 11 plus and I'm going to a school built by a slave. They'd be happy. You have to ask yourself why. It's not for me. You have to ask yourselves why, because it's part of separation. You know that they're thinking they're better than the other ones who went to different schools. You have to know that's the case. There's no shifting on that. You have to know that. You know that there's a saying, you don't make no way. You don't make no way when you talk about schooling. Oh, you don't make no way. You know that that's still there. You know that after 100 years, people still think like that. You have to ask yourself, why? This is Sherry Veronica.